Hello, brethren. This is Tukumauke Gracious, student at Uganda Matters University. A student, a teacher in making about agriculture as a subject. This video basically is on the exhibition of visual aids about soil science in teaching and learning environment. This video basically is talking about the class and its level, which is the class level is the lower secondary or ordinary level. The class is senior one, and it is in the third term or term 3, and the number of students are 27. The students' academic characteristics they have is that one, my learners are so attracted to the visual aids such as videos, realias, pictures, and diagrams that I use during the lesson. The second is that they are very creative and able to develop the ability to apply their learning with confidence in a range of situations. They also have my students have the thinking and questioning skills during agriculture lesson activities, which assist them to analyze and think critically about the information they are learning. The next things I'm going to talk about is focused learners characteristics. I have 3 learners that have sight problem and are not able to understand what I display on the videos I present. Therefore, these students need really to explain some concepts that may be instead be explained using videos. Another thing that the second one is that some learners forget easily about some complex concepts I teach them, and therefore they require educational charts with diagrams, mind maps, pictures hanged on the walls of the class so as to use them in recording some concepts. Starting with the main reason of this video, the topic is about soil science, which refers to the study of soil as a natural resource on the surface of the earth, including soil formation, classification, and mapping. So soil itself is a mixture of weathered rocks, water, and organic matter, and living. So this is the first aid, the learning aid, teaching aid, which is the picture is showing soil. Students will understand here. I bring the soil at first during the lesson, during this lesson, then I show them an example of soil, and this is I can bring it as maybe a picture, or I bring it as a realia for them to touch and feel which soil is this they are talking about. The next thing is that this is a word concept. This word concept is I bring it at first to summarize generally the concept about soil science. So I bring it first. They compare every concept about soil science. They know what is going to be captured within the lesson. I also bring this word this is word spider. It is indicating the subtopics under soil science, and those subtopics we have the components of soil that I will talk about. I will talk about soil formation. I will also talk about physical properties of soil, Then lastly, I talk about types of soil. Then I bring a video. This is a link of a video that I will bring at during the lesson to capture their attention, and this video will summarize my concept that I'm going to teach. So this is the link. I just highlight it and then I search about it. I show them that video that is showing everything that I'm going to talk about, then meaning that it will capture their attention. I'm starting with the soil component as a subtopic. It's showing some soil components, and this is a mind map showing the variation in the percentage content of the soil components within the components that are within the soil. You have air, organic matter, and everything. And then there is a graphic. This is a secondary, the second one. There's a graphic. I can bring it during explanation, explaining how these soil components can be measured within the soil. The next thing under components, I will bring a diagram also to show them the soil that I'm talking about so that they understand it, as I have said above. This is also, it is kind of a word spider also, is showing the percentage of soil components, and I can bring it during the explanation of soil components for students understand. This is also a graphic that's showing the importances. I bring it to summarize the importance of those components of soil. This is also a diagram showing soil formation, and I bring it when I'm going to explain about how soil is formed. You can see it starts as a white block, then it breaks into small particles of soil. So I explained to them at first how soil is formed. Next is the word spider. I bring the word spider when explaining the types of weathering so that they can understand how physical, chemical, and biological factors affect weathering. And these are types of weathering. The next thing is their pictures showing the physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. And these show, I will bring them also when explaining the types of weathering that takes place for soil to be formed. These are also visual aids. We have a picture, then diagrams showing the physical weathering. I can bring it to explain how physical weathering takes place. Then we have the chemical weathering also. You can see the diagrams, you can bring them to explain the different types of chemical weathering, which are here, so that they understand basically what the oxidation, hydrolysis, and carbonation look like. Also, we have the process of chemical weathering. I can bring this one when explaining how chemical weathering takes place, and this is its image or its picture showing that chemical weathering, that soil that is formed after the chemical weathering process after it has happened to a rock. I can bring these images also in the explanation, showing how the soil organisms, soil living organisms, how they affect the soil formation. We have the root of a tree, also causing soil formation. Then human activities also here cause leading to soil erosion also. This is a third topic. It is about physical properties of soil. This is a mind map showing the different properties of soil, and it is showing the soil texture. So I bring this to explain the how different soil textures look like. This is a smooth one, this is somehow smooth, and this is rough. It is showing rough. So this is a mind map showing how the variations of soil texture can be. The soil can be smooth, can be somehow rough, and then it can be very rough. So that is how it is showing it. I can show also this image showing the soil color when explaining the soil color of different soil. So I can explain to them how soil is differentiated physically. I can also bring a graphic showing percentage mineral content. So this is a graphic also showing the mineral content. I can bring this illustration or visual aid when explaining the different variations in the percentage. We can see the percentage of clay. I can see the percentage of silt. Can show them the percentage of sand. So I can bring them when explaining about those mineral contents that are found in the soil. This is a diagram. These are diagrams of soil structure. Also bring them during the lesson when explaining the different types of soil structure that are found within the Earth's crust. So these are soil structures that can be observed. So I explain to them those structures within the lesson for them to understand how physically how those structures or how the soil is arranged. This is also this is the fourth topic and the last topic showing the types of soil. And this is a word spider or word concept showing types of soil. And here I bring it when starting to illustrate different types of soil so that the students will basically know how many types of soil within this concept and summarize basically those types of soil and how they are coordinated or connected. I also bring this image during the lesson, showing them how the different soils look like. These are images, so I bring those images or pictures during that lesson for them to understand how different soil types look like. These are also the diagrams, and I can bring, this is not just a diagram, I can bring it is as a real area for them to touch and see this and how to know how they can differentiate those soil types. So I can bring a real area just like I've not created a video, but I can bring a real area of this and they feel it, they touch different soil types so that for them to understand how for them to know how sand soil looks like, how it feels, how clay soil looks like, how it feels, and loam soil respective. So we have also this image, these pictures also showing different types of soil, loam soil, sand soil, and clay soil. I can bring them in the class for them to understand different types of soil, how they look like, so that when they go outside the classroom, when they meet these types of soil, they really remember what I have just told them. This is also a chart. I can bring a chart showing different types of soil, and I can bring to them to explain or connect different types of soil, how they look like, and to avoid the misconception of those soil types, and do revision about it. Moving on to the last aid, this is a pie chart, and this pie chart I can bring it when I'm concluding, showing different types of soil and where they come from. This is igneous rock. It is showing it is showing how the soil can be formed from igneous rock. So I can. This is as well. This is a pie chart, which is in form of pictures showing different types of soil. So thank you so much for watching my video. Hope that I have exhibited well my presentation.